Hey, good morning. That's right. You know what? That's right. Find everything. And this is the old section. And so I just want to kind of share with a couple of things that are going on. What's happening is that I'm going over to the hotel. And the hotel, what's happening over there is that this is an area that I want to kind of share with you why the Adopt Me and also, the doors, why these are an integral part of Find Everything. Find Everything when it comes to Adopt Me, what happens is that you can see all these houses here, all right? And what's nice about this is that when you see the hotel, you can see these houses, and a lot of times what the idea is that you're going to be able to go in and then you'll have a room that you can, like a condo that you can go in, or it might just expand and go into where you're in a different land completely, and that you can be doing some houses and you can do pets. You can have all the different things that you are having on this that you can go ahead and have, the pets, and you've got, everything that Adopt Me has, because Nomer was actually one that actually, did the whole, basically worked at Adopt Me. And there's a lot of things that are here that are being put onto the Find Everything. Especially one area, this is one area that I love, the dark. Oh my goodness, I'm hoping against hope that they will do the dark. But let's just say that we go in there, and as you can see, you're going through a tunnel and then you're going into the next one. Now, what's happening is that the Adopt Me, just like Find Everything, have separated everything. Nothing's close anymore. So what happens is that's what's going on. That's what's happening there. I can't show those because they've asked me never to go through and show the things with the tunnels. We just went by that little roundy round. What's interesting is that right now you can go, Roblox just changed the premium in what's going on. So I'm not really sure. I'm going to have to ask Nomer about that to figure out exactly what's happening. If like I have a level, and then there is another level that is actually going to get a badge and things like that. So right now I'm supposed to, before I had the badge for, having the premium in Roblox, but then the Roblox changed that is going on there. As you can see, there's an awful lot of information, a lot of stuff. It's kind of in a dark situation, which is kind of nice. But, the thing is that, Adopt Me's have been around for quite a while. At the same time, Find Everything, there are so many areas. And that's the thing that's so incredible about Find Everything. Find Everything it's got a plethora of things that need to be put together. And, we're so close. We're looking at, this is kind of like kind of an area for camping. Now, what things that's nice about this is that there is some incredible things happening with Find Everything. What's going on is that Find Everything, the dump for the most cases is probably 100% done. All right, so that part is the dump is done, and then after that, the other area that is 99% done, and that's What's It Woods. Okay, there is one little area that's not done yet. And there's some mechanics that need to be put together for that. So again, What's It Woods is for all practical purposes is done. The other area that you haven't seen, and that's because it's gotten changed, and that's Mount Doodad. Not Mount Doodah, is Mount Doodad. The thing is, though, is that Tyler asked me, or Polyhex has asked me, don't show that's right, we're now daytime. Don't show the Mount Doodad. And the thing is that they changed a bunch of it the other day. And so I've kind of had to stay away completely because it's completely, for the most part, except for one area, which sometimes I go in and I kind of share with you. But for the most part, there's a couple of other areas that are completely brand new. And it's just incredible what they're doing. This area that we're coming up to the beach, there's some place in Find Everything that kind of sort of looks this way. It is kind of neat. And I'm like, whoa, I see some inspiration going on. Or maybe so it's really kind of neat. You'll see this, but there's a part that's kind of like this in Find Everything that hasn't been implemented. I'm not sure exactly where it's going to go. I'm not sure. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is there's just an awful lot of stuff that things are happening. But I wanted to show different areas, okay? Find Everything I can only show, but I wanted to kind of show Adopt Me, show some of the pets and things like that, and go up. I just kind of wanted to kind of do an overview of what's going on in this area. So that's what's going on in this area, which has got to go swimming. Kind of neat. It's just a beautiful area. But again, it reminds me of an area that they're building over in Find Everything. The only thing is to Find Everything is a lot more faster. It's it's just incredible. And it's just a lot of fun. There's a lot of little different things in there that are in there. And it's actually, to give you a hint, it's actually has one of the secret things in it. And that's the thing that's really kind of cool, is that it's quite elaborate. If you look here, when you see that place that they're showing, you're going to go, my goodness, it's not so close, but it's pretty close of what we're going on there. So anyway, this is, there's the rental place that's for their economy. Little things that you can go into, and you're into another area. Again, totally different where you're at, things like that. So it's just one of those things that the game has an awful lot of things. There's a lot of places that you can, buy things. You can buy, the nursery. You've got to make sure that your baby is being taken care of, that it has water, has, that type of thing. So there is a lot of stuff that's going on. But again, if you're looking at Adopt Me, you kind of see, not right when it gets released, but down the road, you'll see that so much of Adopt Me has taken that Find Everything has been taking, inspiration. And again, that's why, because Nomer really worked a long time at Adopt Me. And it's just really one of the most, there's the schoolhouse over here, there's the pet shop over here. And so there's just a lot of, then of course, there's a lot of things that you can be buying, exotic and stuff. I wanted to kind of go over, and as you can see, Fly the Balloon is $5. Again, one of the economy is going on. That's one thing that they're working on, and Find Everything is just doing the economy, how they're going to be getting that. Again, the stars are going to be doing that. I've got quite a few. I think I've got, anyway, there's a lot of stars I have. But anyway, it's going to be working on this. This is, as you can see, what's nice is this gets into a different area. And I don't know if you've done Adopt Me, if you want to say, hey, if there's areas that you'd like to go see, or if there's things that you'd like to, if there's a specific car, there are different cars that I have. I have a whole bunch of different things on here. I've got quite a few animals and things like that, or pets, I should say. And then, of course, we're almost down to where we can get out of here. Okay, 5. That's right. 4. That's right. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's roll. Let's go. Yeah, here we go. Anyways, so that's one of the things that's kind of neat about this place, is that, we're ready to go. We got this, and then we're going up to the castle. All right. I don't know if you've been in here before, but if you haven't, that's one of the things. That's why it's kind of fun to go in here, is that you can kind of go into the castle, and then we can, of course, go up and we can go in. One thing I do like about Find Everything is that the amount of the detail that they have is really quite incredible. Okay, I mean, it's nice in Adopt Me, but in my humble opinion, I mean, I think in here is pretty nice. And there's a lot, you can see there's a lot of things that you can interact with, and then you can go ahead and buy things and then keep things going and things like that. But again, this is quite, you can see there's quite a few things. I guess looks like it's in the process of being opened up. I guess you need to go and talk with them and spend money. Again, they are very much in trying to figure out, okay, how do they make money so they can keep the game for the most part free for you. You know, it's a lot like Disneyland now. Disneyland provides or gives you, if they have the general fare, but if you want to go through and go in front of the line, they charge quite a bit. Actually, Universal does the same thing. So what happens is that time is money, so to speak. And this is kind of the way it works here, is that if you want to go forward, if you want your pet to be done faster or things like that, what happens is it's going to be that you're having to pay for it. So it's kind of their way of doing, but Disneyland's really doing quite a bit on that area. But anyways, just, there's some new cars over here. And it's really kind of nice. You just kind of go in and get a car, and that way you can just drive around if you wish, things like that. Again, one of the most things I really find everything to do. And if you look at my old videos, some very old videos, you'll see that the Thingsburg area goes dark. And there was a way to do that. They're doing that. Right now, they're not doing it. And I've asked Nomer, and they're saying that there's some type of thing that they have to do to make sure that they can do that. So I'm not sure. They're saying that it's not as easy as you think it is. So it makes it think that, because Adopt Me has both. They have the daytime and then the nighttime, and it just keeps recycling. All right, now what I wanted to kind of share with you, as I said before, and I showed you last week, is that these people almost gave over $5,000 to, and it could be even higher, in doing the doors. And so if you get the first level, so today what I wanted to do is to say, what level can I do to get in here? And I'm thinking, I know I can do it. So I'm in the 4th level, okay? Now, some people complain that it seems like it's a duplicates, and I have to kind of agree with you there. But anyways, we go in there, and then we go in, and then we keep on going. Kind of neat. It's kind of nice because I've been told that the higher you go, the more it really kind of gets you. Now, the only problem is I went ahead and got my key first on the first floor to go through number 1, okay? And I'm sure maybe you can tell me, all right, here we're in door 8, okay? And I'm thinking, where do I pick up that key to go through, through the door 8, okay? If you could tell me in the where you're right, and we could converse with each other in our comments, if you could tell me where do I go to get that key, I would really appreciate it. Because what I really want to do is try to get over, as I'd shown you before, how to go all the way up to door 100. I just really want to go and see how that works, and see, I've been told, I had someone who helped me, or kind of shared with me, sorry, I should say help. It was basically shared with me what we're doing. But anyway, I just need to know what that is. I can ask that person who helped me, but at the same time, it would be nice if I could be told exactly where is it that I can get the key for door 8. All right. So that's the thing on that. So I just want to kind of, give it. I really like the doors. I think they have some, yes, they're duplicates. I get that. But again, I think what they're showing, and again, here we go in, I hit E, and I go, let's, I put the key there that I'm supposed to have. And, but again, I hit the E to see, hold it, still nothing. So Again, if you'd like to tell me what it is, I would really appreciate that. I just wanted to kind of get in. We have a pencil here, kind of weird. And I go in and there's more pencils. That's kind of a weird thing about this room is that there's some books, and then there's that clock is kind of neat, you know? You're wondering, why is it the time that they says, you know, it's 11 something, you know? We have a look over there. Then we go over and we go, okay, let's look over here. Let's look, and we can pick up something, all right? And we hit the E, we go that. And then it's up to 5 things, again, I know. And then there's this, and then we can grab that. And then, of course, we can open up the other door. I'm kind of fumbling it a little bit, but, you know, but it's kind of weird how one area is like completely like pencils, and I don't get that. And then there's this. Some of the stuff that's like reading, like an envelope, it doesn't seem like it really does anything. But again, you can see there's a pencil and a piece of paper. You would think that that's going to maybe tell you something. But anyway, I am trying to learn on this. Try to eat, you just have to hit. There's a Band-Aid. I went ahead and took that. I guess that's for health. If someone tries to hit you hard, that you can get that. I believe I caught that, but anyways, I just feel I don't know this game completely. At the same time, I'm just going to continue learning it and see exactly how to do that. And then I go back and I'm, this one doesn't want to open at all. And then what's nice is that I'm just thinking it's more of a, what's on the other side? What's going to happen? Well, is there something that, they say that your lives, you can only come back 2 times. So it's one of the frustrating things I've heard about this game is that you can kind of go up and you can be way up in the floors, and then you have to start all over again because you didn't get into the closet or under the bed fast enough to go ahead and get this thing going. Anyways, I just kind of want to share with you what is going on here, why the doors are very close to find everything, and also, they are like their #1 fans, except for me. Okay. And that's what is going on that. So I just wanted to, give you I was just kind of getting frustrated in here going, well, maybe the luggage has it. Maybe. Anyway, I'm sure it's right in front of me and I don't even know it. So anyway, just wanted there's the pencils. What gets me. Anyways, I just wanted to go ahead again, go there. I'm just, as I said, I'm just like, this has got to be somewhere, somehow. All right. Well, anyway, thanks so much.